Okay, since the last time I filmed about the fiasco Xavi Hernandez and Victor Font caused around the Barca universe, we've had Javier Tebas come out to say that La Liga never authorized a Lionel Messi transfer. We've had a media director in Spain saying they've heard nothing of that such from La Liga or from the club, basically defending Laporta, and Laporta extensively coming out to say that he doesn't want Font near the presidency because Font has sown a seed against Barca. We've had Flick come out to say, when he was asked why did Xavi give that interview around the eve of the Champions League, he said, "Don't ask me that question. Xavi will be better placed to answer that." It was supposed to be Pau Kubasi that would speak today, and it was changed last minute to Juan Garcia, and Juan Garcia said they have learned from the mistake they made at the Wanda Metropolitano, currently known as the Riyadh Metropolitano, and how a repeat of Atleti first leg is not going to be on the cards because they have studied extensively and they have spoken to each other. Flick also reiterated that, saying they have studied that game and they have corrected the flaws they have done in those games. So I'm trusting that they will get their act together. Besides, there's no way we're going to go 4-0 down again. I refuse to believe that. So we're returning to the St. James Park this time around with Lamine Yamal. If you can remember, in the group stages when we played Newcastle, we didn't have Lamine Yamal. He wasn't present. He was injured. He was still harboring his pubalgia injury, his groin injury. So he was absent in that game. And for the first 30 minutes, Newcastle had us on strings. But we have Juan Garcia to thank for not going at least 2-0 down in the first half. We are also grateful to that we had Marcus Rashford with us that day. It was as if it was a familiar terrain for Rashford. He scored 2 absolute golazos, one a volley and another header to make it 2-0, and then Anthony Gordon pulled one back towards the end of the game, and Pedri and De Jong ran a masterclass in how to keep the ball. We had Gordon coming out to say he has faced Man City, he has faced Chelsea, but Barca midfield was on another level. I mean, it was sort of a glazing, because I don't know what they are watching in Spain. So when we tell them that our players are actually good, some people think we are just overrating our players, but they heard it from the horse's mouth himself. And this game is going to be very interesting. Newcastle have been up and down this season. I think they are languishing around 9th or 8th or 10th, thereabouts in the Premier League. They lost their last game 3-1 to Man City with Omar Mamouche scoring a brace. He always seems to turn up against Newcastle. Before that, they had won Man United, the red hot Man United, being led by Carrick, where Ursula scored a wonderful solo goal to cap it up in the end. So they are actually a banana peel sort of team that if you switch off against, you might pay the price. And in the Champions League, they made it through via the knockout round after playing a goalless draw at the Parc des Princes with PSG. If they had won that game, if both teams had won that game, they probably would have been in the top 8, but it ended as a tie because nobody wanted to let up, and both of them sadly fell out of the top 8. And that's how Chelsea and Barca were able to get into the top 8. I'm narrating a lot of stories, but I would want to talk about a lot of important things that to take note in the game. They are without Bruno Guimaraes, who in my opinion is their best midfielder, but they have Tonali. And in recent games, I have seen Eddie Howe play Nick Voltamada in midfield. And I'm like, what is this man thinking? You know, he bought Joe Linton to be a striker, but he was successfully converted Joe Linton into midfield. So maybe this is something he's looking to do. In all fairness, Voltamada really has a fantastic footwork. If I'll be honest with you, Voltamada is really good with his feet. As a very tall striker, he is quite good. His hold-up play is immaculate. That I will tell you. I've watched so little few of him because he played in Germany before coming to Newcastle, but the few times I saw him with the German national team, he has been impeccable in how he plays with the ball, especially with the ball at his feet. When he came to England to replace what's his name again? It seems to escape my mind. Alexander Isak, my bad. I don't know why Isak is difficult for me to figure out. When he came to replace Isak, he came in red hot form. He scored, I think, about 9 to 10 goals, and then he went on injury, and then when he came back, he's been struggling to find his feet, and then they had a couple of injuries in their midfield, and then Eddie Howe began to play him in the midfield, then playing Gordon striking. I mean, it's just complicated, but either ways, I was able to watch a lot of videos from Newcastle fans and how they believe they are tired of watching Nick Voltamada in midfield, that he loses a lot of balls and whatever. I'm curious to see how they are going to line up. But enough of Newcastle now. Time to focus on our team. We all know our first choice fullbacks will be absent for the game. No Alejandro Balde and no Jules Koundé. In my opinion, I believe Cancelo is going to occupy one of the two spots, whether left or right back. We are yet to know if Cancelo will be the left back, and if Cancelo happens to be the left back, it means we might probably see Gerard Martin at left centre back. And if João Cancelo happens to play at right back, we are going to probably see Eric Garcia at centre back or in midfield. I mean, Flick is probably spoiled for choice on what he'll do, and we're going to discuss that. We all know Lamine Yamal wasn't able to rest against Athletic Club at the weekend. He scored a fantastic goal to give us a 1-0 lead at the San Mamés. So straight to the point, we're going to see the potential lineup of what I believe Hansi Flick might play. In goal, straight to the point, in goal with Joan Garcia. At left back, my bad. I think Gerard Martin will get the nod. At left centre back, I'm tempted to say he's going to play Pau Cubarsí and then partner him probably with Araujo. João Cancelo plays right back and then he puts Eric in midfield. But I think he goes with Eric just to fill out the game to see how it goes. I think he goes with Eric Garcia. To partner him, we go Pau Cubarsí. In all honesty, we have not started big games in the Champions League, especially away from home, good. So I don't know what to expect from the squad. We say Cancelo. I truly want to believe them, but I'd rather see it out. Not that I don't trust them, but they have not shown me otherwise. In midfield, we all know the best midfielder in the world, Pedri Gonzalez. Partner him, our budding superstar Marc Bernal, who played half a game at Sam Mames with stomach upset, by the way, at left wing. Also, this type of game, you can expect Rashford to turn up, but I think he'll be better coming from the bench. So I think Rafinha starts. Then Lamine Yamal at right wing, we all know. My attacking midfield role, it's not even debatable. It's Fermin Lopez and it's not close. Now to start, a lot of Barca fans, and me included, we have been disappointed with El Tiburon, the Shaq, Ferran Torres. But for an away game where pressing will really be crucial, I think he gets the nod over Lewandowski. Simply for the fact that he's very hardworking, and we're going to need him to press like mad, because it's going to be a game of who presses the best and who can exert the most pressure on their opponents. So this is how I expect us to line up. But I wouldn't be surprised if Eric plays midfield or right back. We might decide to see, okay, maybe João Cancelo goes to the left, we have Eric at right, and then Juan Garcia, Gerard Martin, Eric Garcia, Kubarsi, Cancelo, McBenal, Pedri, Rafinha, Lopez, Lamine, and Ferran. It's very fluid because Flick can decide to go all about it, and I wouldn't be surprised. I don't expect it to be an easy game, especially with how inconsistent they are. They might decide to just turn up in this game, and it is going to be a difficult game. You can't just walk up to St. James Park and get an easy W, especially if you are a big team. Even though Man City has had their number this year, they've played about 4 or 5 times, and Man City have won virtually all. And Eddie Howe say we're very similar to them, so I expect him to set up similarly to how he sets up. My prediction for the game, I am going for, just because we have not kept a clean sheet in the Champions League this season, I'm predicting a 3-0 win. A 3-0 win, probably a goal from Lamine, a goal from Rafinha, and one from Rashford from the bench. I would like to know your opinion about the game in the comment section. It's your boy Barca Manager. Please do hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more Barca content. I leave you by saying Visca el Barça.